Over a week in early May 2021, students in at least 21 schools and tuition centres across Singapore came down with COVID-19. 24 children have been infected as of May 18th. Experts say it was a gathering of a perfect storm. Parkway Centre is a popular tuition and enrichment centre hub in Marine Parade. Among the tenants here is a tuition centre called Learning Point. On May 8, a 50-year-old tutor conducted class as usual. After it ended, she felt dizzy. 4 days later, on May 12th, she was tested positive for COVID-19. A day later, 5 of her students were found to have been infected. The children, aged between 7 and 9, came from 3 different schools: St. Stephen's School, Kong Hwa School, and St. Andrew's Junior School. These schools immediately closed, shifting classes online. By May 17th, another 5 of the tutor's students tested positive. This time, they are from St. Margaret's Primary, Yuning Primary, and Catholic High School. The infected students had also attended classes at another 3 tuition centres and a student care centre. These too were closed. But by now, the cluster had grown. 2 siblings who took the same school bus as an infected child from St. Andrew's Junior School caught the virus. A family member of a student from Kong Hwa School has tested positive as well.
The tuition centres are the perfect setting for the transmission of viruses. It is held indoor. This is where the viruses will stay longer in the system. Many people are children where they do not wear the mask well. In fact, many of them go with just a face shield without a mask. And many of them might be sitting very, very close together. The B1617 strain which we have now is much more transmissible. Coupled with all these factors, we have the perfect storm, the perfect scenario.
Other tuition centres have also become mini hotbeds for the virus. On May 12th, EduFirst Learning Centre at Hougang saw its first case when a 7-year-old student tested positive. 4 days later, on May 16th, 2 of his classmates from the centre, ages 6 and 7, were found to have been infected. The 3 were from 2 schools, Yio Chu Kang Primary School and Palmview Primary School. Older students have also been infected. One of them is a Victoria Junior College student, while 4 other cases are from Edgeville Secondary School, Singapore Polytechnic, and ITE College Central. A teacher at Frontier Primary School has also tested positive. In all, 17 schools and 6 tuition centres this month so far have seen COVID-19 cases. 24 students are infected. The authorities and experts say that children appear to be more vulnerable now.
We know that there are many new strains of the COVID-19 virus. There are various new mutations. And some of these mutations are much more virulent and they seem to attack the younger children. So this is an area of concern for all of us.
The previous COVID-19 virus as we knew it didn't spread among the children well. In fact, they had very mild symptoms and children may be affected, but they do not pass it on to their peers or to their parents. The mutant B1617 changes that. That's a game changer. In fact, if you were the virus, you realize that the last frontier for you as a virus is to infect the children, because children will in turn interact with other children and spread more easily. There is all the more incentive for the virus to adapt to infect children, and this is exactly what they did. B1617 epitomizes the virus mutation to adapt to the human race.
As cases involving young Singaporeans surge, the government announced the closure of all schools until the end of the school term on May 28, as well as tuition and enrichment centres.
Up to now, there is no evidence of transmission within the school system. But we will continue to monitor this very closely and see if additional measures are necessary.
But home-based learning poses a dilemma for many parents. Closing schools means that working parents are doubling up as teachers, children lose out on the benefits of attending classes, with those from lower income families potentially affected even more. But if there's anything to be gleaned from the past year, it is that Singapore can give no quarter in its fight against COVID-19, and that perhaps is the greater lesson to be learnt.